How's it going, YouTube? Fable Grimrow. Giving you guys another Figma review. If you remember, it's been a little while since I've done one of these. If you remember, I've done 2 of them so far on 3 figures. My first video, I gave you guys Aigis and Metis from Persona 3 FES. And then the second one I give you guys Labris from Persona 4 Arena. And this time, I wanted to give you one more, sort of like complete the set, that I got for the holidays. The other 3 I got as sort of souvenirs when I went to Otakon in Baltimore. And I haven't really been able to go the last 2 years, so I haven't really been able to get one outside of, going online, and they're kind of ridiculous there. So let me get back to these 3 later and show you guys the goods. Labris, that ridiculous axe, just needs 2 stands. Yeah, so I got Aigis from Persona 4 Arena, specifically that one because of her design and color scheme. The cool thing about this one is that Aigis is normally rather, I guess, plainer looking, is that she's white, blonde hair, and like the gold like joint things on her. And what's special about this specific Figma is that she is the alternate color version of her. So instead of the normal blonde with the, the gray metal outline and gold like sort of trim along her legs and elbows, or legs and shoulders. This Aigis, it's blue hair with a lot more red in her, as well as like her ultimate costume with some silver as well. So let's open her up and see how she's going to compare to the other ones. And I haven't opened this yet. I've been waiting to do this video to open her. This is gonna be a bunch of plastic everywhere. The box is pretty similar to how Labris's was, in that they were supposed to release at the same time, and then this is like the special edition, which I think is marked with an SP over there, since it's the alternate colors. And there's a ton of plastic we'll have to go through. So, and I believe like some of the other ones, it also comes with this nifty backdrop here. Inside the box, red, since this is the alternate, the red Aigis, I guess, red blue Aigis. And about the box itself, I guess I should probably go over this as well. Like the other Figmas, it shows you the back, sort of what all comes inside the box is featured in like the poses it gives you on the back, and also like sample poses that they give of Aigis. And that's featured as well on the side, the top, and also on the bottom as well. So let's get the box out of the way. That's enough on that. And let's get to Aigis herself. And she comes pretty tightly packaged. Her in the center, plus a lot of her accessories as well, just kind of embedded in here. So let's see if we can pop her open and get on the inside here. I remember this plastic is quite sealed. This one's coming off really easily. I gotta actually go back and watch the last video I did of this to see exactly what I did for these. Alright, so first off we have Aigis herself, and she is wrapped in a lot of plastic. So let's get some of this plastic off of her. You gotta be careful doing it too. So you have a plastic piece sort of on the back of her, as well as one, I guess it was like under her tie. None underneath her joints like some of the other ones. So yes, as you can see, she has the alternate color blue hair and red forearm gun canisters that she has. And her design is a lot different than the FES Aigis's design, kind of as an upgrade. Let's see if I can get her to stand up on it. Oh. Almost. Get her to bend her knees a bit. Not quite wanting to stand, I guess. She has these little ice skates that come like attached to her feet. And you can take them off too, I guess, but they're there to help have her be posed a bit more freely without the stand. Let me see if we can zoom in just so I can get some of the... You guys can see some of the differences here. So yeah, the FES Aigis, besides the FES features exclusive, so the visor, the armor, and some of that, normal Aigis, she has the red bow tie and the gold trim on her elbows, her shoulders and her legs, and then her gun canisters are silver. Whereas this one, we got the silver here. It's definitely been extended a lot. This Aigis is also, like Labris, a bit shorter than the older ones, I guess, so her and Labris will match, but then her and the FES2 will match because they're a little bit taller. This Aigis also, yeah, she's wearing a tie in arena. This is like the arena design, and they have her yellow tie. I guess it stands out a bit more. But she definitely got an update design from Arena, and then, you know, this is the alternate one as well. So let's check out some, what else has we got in here? So it comes with our figure. It's all the little ice skates, and they just pop out this little peg on the bottom of her foot, and it's supposed to help her stand on her own a bit more. These are a little bit, you know, the other ones were kind of a little themselves, and I kind of like using the stand anyway, just to get her to pose nice. So we have, get through the boring stuff first. We have a bag to keep the parts in, spare parts in if you so choose to, as well as another bag, I guess it has all the Figma instructions in here. And this bag, I guess I'll have to rip this one open. Lots and lots of plastic. There we go. Alright, so she comes with her Figma hand rack. So you have, like, you know, different open hand, different closed hands. The hands pointing straight, so like she looks like she's firing her finger guns. Closed fist, another sort of semi-closed fist that you can probably use to grab the Gatling with. And then another that's kind of the same thing with the thumb up as well. And also in here we have our standard Figma stand base and the little swivel arm as well. More plastic. Alright, so we have our swivel arm that has the one of these pegs pops into the base here, and then another. There's two things on her back actually. One is the peg for the base, and then there's a little compartment here, I believe, that opens up. Gotta watch these. She has little like shoulder joints right here that move. I guess they can pop off from what I hear. Just pop them back in, but just gotta be careful with those. This little, oh yeah, she has a little door right here that pops open. There's another peg base, and that's how her weapons get attached inside. Shame this little hatch on her doesn't stay on. Alright, let's get to some of the more interesting stuff than plastic pieces and bags. So here we have one of her weapons. That's kind of this giant howitzer cannon. It's sort of like an anti-air attack that she had in the game. Swivels, gotta watch out for these. There's two little wires here, kind of like Labra's had on her head that he had. They're just little flimsy things, you gotta watch out for them. So we have a howitzer, a rocket launcher. There's a little plastic piece around the joint here. Let's pull this out. There we go. And this one also has a double swivel thing. I believe I also saw, yeah, this piece, the pod itself can actually pop out. And I believe you're able to rotate it around. It just kind of clicks in there to get different poses if you so choose to. I remember just from Arena, one of the things is the attack that she actually uses her rocket launcher. It's super blockable in the game, and unfortunately it's the opposite of one of her combo spinny flame starters, and the only difference between the button inputs is which way you input the stick, the roll on the stick. So if you roll it one way, you do the rocket launch attack. You roll it the other way, you get the attack you actually want. And let me tell you, it gets silly sometimes. And then our last weapon that we have is her signature Gatling Cannon. And if you notice that since this is the alternate color one, these are all colored red instead of their, like, you know, standard gray. Makes her pop out a bit more. And of course we have more plastic around these joints here. Gotta try to pull it all out. There we go. I think that's it. Oh, there. This piece pops out, and then you can pull the plastic out. Yeah, so these arms that she has here, the little just connectors, all have are all able to pop out. And there's another plastic piece in the gun turn as well itself, and that one just kind of slides out. Oh, there's another two. I was hoping to have this not be lots of mess around with plastic time, but so her gun turn itself does swivel. The barrel rotates as well, so it's pretty cool, so you can get some nice firing effects in there. There goes the plastic. Alright. And this too also just, you know, kind of pops out, pops back in. But I want to be careful with that, because if it gets too loose, then Might just start popping out. Alright, and this also has another little feature that on some of them is, this is sort of the fire effect. This has a little hole here that you can attach it onto one of, there it goes, one of the barrels, so that way it has sort of a firing effect as it goes. So let's see how these stack up all on her. Oh. Whoa, and there goes the fire effect. I know you're able to stack these in there all at the same time. Ah, okay, that's how. The rocket launcher pad. It has one clear peg that is supposed to go into the back slot here. And then there's two more pegs that plug into this one. So you can, in fact, get all three weapons. Try to be mindful of these shoulders so that they don't pop out. And then you can also still have the regular one in here, so she should be able to stand up rather nicely now. All this extra features on her. And you can position these weapons, I guess, as you like. The pod comes out here, bazooka over her shoulder, and her arms. You can adjust them, adjust her head. And you should somehow be able to fit the Gatling in as well. I'll mess with that later. But, so this is sort of what the final form is supposed to be of Aigis. And that is, there we go. That is it. That howitzer cannon, rocket launcher, and Gatling gun, all on her. And the last thing that comes in the box is going to be the extra faces. So we have our angry looking Aigis for her second face, and then the extra hairpiece that has the visor. The visor, I believe, was like a DLC thing, like everyone got glasses as like the DLC package in Arena. And then the visor. Oh, there we go. The visor was like supposed to be Aigis as the DLC glasses. Instead of just getting a regular glasses, they gave her a visor. So it made it look really cool. That's about it as far as the features go. Not a whole lot of features with her as opposed to Labris and some of the other ones where you get a bunch of extra things. It's kind of, this is like the standard thing, but like, you know, you kind of get a lot of what the standard's quite a lot. So you get a pretty decent amount of what you get for it. There's not a whole lot of extra things you can change, but you can take off the weapons and then move them around, like I said, as you choose to. So you don't have to have all three on. You can just attach one, or attach all three if you so choose to. pull it out. And then the figure herself, as I said before, it's a little bit smaller than the older Aigis models, but this one is meant to go with her sister Labris. As far as the joints go, the head moves around side to side a bit. Doesn't quite go a whole lot there. The hairpiece, the front hairpiece here, pops off, and that's how you take off the faces, and you can put her her visor hairpiece on instead. If we can get it in there. Oh, that one didn't want to go in. Didn't want this to be, yeah, did not want this to be Brian. Let's just fumble around with plastic and fail at things with toys. But her legs have rather big mobility. They just kind of circle around on a ball joint here. Her arms don't have quite as much movement. They do move, but then you have to watch out for these little pieces here that sort of adjust. Because I don't want to. They do pop off. I do not want them to pop off though, because I don't want to lose them. Elbow moves. The hands move. Shoulder moves. Her waist also turns pretty far as well. So you can do a lot of neat poses with these. Also why I like the Figma lines over just like the standard statues, just because you get to do a lot more cool poses. They have a lot more cool features with these. So that's about it as far as my Aigis Figma goes. This one, the regular one would probably run you about 40. That's kind of like the going rate for the Figmas. Some of the lower ones will drop down to like 30, and then it's kind of up from there. This one specifically, because it's the special edition alternate art. If you look on eBay, they actually go 70 upwards to about 100. And yeah, but I definitely enjoy these a lot. That's why I just keep going back for them. So definitely give this Figma a check out. It's Persona. It's like my favorite series. And thanks for watching, YouTube, and I'll see you later.